Hi Capricorns, welcome to Universal Guidance. It's time for What is My Ex Thinking? So I have shuffled these cards very well. I'm going to shuffle them a few more times. It's going to be a two-part reading. In the middle of the first part of the reading will be the overall energy of this reading. So Capricorns, let's get started. What is your ex thinking? There you are, right in the middle of your own reading. So Capricorns, the overall energy of this reading is the Devil. This is your card. It doesn't mean you're the devil or anything like that. It just happens to be your card. But this is about toxic energy now. So this is telling me that there was toxic energy around your relationship and around your ex. What is my ex thinking? Might have had a third party, an addiction, something unwanted, something could have been just the interfering toxic person. But there was something toxic in this relationship. So let's keep reading. Up here in your highest energy, the Queen of Swords. This is possible air energy, which would be Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. One of those might be strong in your chart someplace or in someone else's chart around this reading. But more importantly, male or female, you are holding up a sword of self-protection, and you're holding out the hand of speaking and asking the truth. So this is, it looks like it's right next to the 10 of Pentacles in your highest energy. It looks like you came right out and you're like, where is this relationship going? It doesn't feel like it's heading toward a commitment. And I don't think that you were getting, that it was not advancing like you would like the relationship to advance. You're looking for commitment, and I think the truth and the clarity of it was it just wasn't any way this was going to happen, because the 10 of Pentacles is right above this Devil energy, which is toxic. So that would interfere with it actually panning out to get that security, stability, and groundedness from this prior relationship. They didn't have the love to share. They just didn't have it. This is the Page of Cups. This is what you were receiving. This is what you were being handed. This is a immature type love. The Page, you know. There's a fish in it. It's tainted. This cup cannot, there's not enough room in this cup left to hold love. There's something else in it. And it's a fish. So Pisces might be strong in your chart or in someone else's chart around this reading. Under the Queen of Swords, now we're still reading your energy, is the Three of Wands. So the first line up here is all your energy. The middle line is both your energies, and the bottom line is their energy. So reading this card in your energy is the truth and the clarity of it all is you were wondering if they were your ship, if your ship had come in. Well, it certainly doesn't look like it, because this Three of Wands is right next to the Devil card. Now, your ship is out there. Your ship is still out there. It hasn't come in yet with this Three of Wands here. And you found out this is not the ship that you were waiting for. On the other side of the Devil card is the Eight of Swords. Now the Eight of Swords, this is under that Page of Cups, okay? Just getting this little tainted cup of love from this relationship. There was something toxic in this relationship, and you felt bound by it, though. You felt like there was no way out of this relationship until you came out and you asked for the truth. You spoke your truth because you knew you had to do it for you, okay? So you were able to move out. This is a card of illusion. The feet are not bound. The mouth is not bound. All these swords, truth, clarity, and through conversation. So this enabled you to free yourself. To free yourself for that ship that's still waiting to come in out there. All right. Now we're into their energy. Their highest energy card is the Five of Wands. They are stressed. They're confused. They're anxious. This is right under that Three of Wands here. So they're feeling some confusion over this. They, they know that there's something toxic going on. They know it's on their end. I can see that it's definitely on their end. You are straightforward as far as this relationship goes. I don't think they were. So they're confused on whether or not you were actually their ship. I need to keep reading. Because in their highest energy, I had the King of Wands right next to the Five of Wands. They're confused about whether or not they really can or should or are able to move forward and have a fresh start. So, they're thinking about coming back, but they're only in this place of confusion about coming back and wanting to have a new beginning, a fresh start with you. The King of Wands is a possible fire sign, so Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. It might be strong in their chart or in yours, but this staff of new beginnings, they're confused about how to go about it. So they're confused on whether to look out there for a new ship to come in, or whether or not maybe that they're missing their ship and that was you. So they're confused, all right? They're a little stressed, they're a little confused. They're ready to do something though. And this is under the Devil card. So this toxic energy, I think they want to move forward from it. They have actually reached out to the universe. This is the Hangman. This is what I call the card of enlightenment because the head is all lit up. So I always try to look around the Hangman to try to get more answers and really focus on that because they have reached out to the universe for guidance. Because they got the Five of Wands. That's why they're not in a really great place. They're just kind of they're confused is the main thing. They're anxious about what they're going to do, and they're stressed over this whole thing. So they've reached out to the universe, and I look around the Hangman, and we have 2 cards so far. We're going to have one more that's going to be pretty close. So here they are with their staff and new beginnings. About ready to get up and do something, but they're not quite sure how they're going to do it yet. But they're ready. Okay, they want to, but they're feeling bound. They're feeling bound by this toxic energy. They know that they've only offered you the Page of Cups. And the Hangman is like pointing out to them, how can you have a fresh start with somebody and when you're tied to something that they don't want to be tied to? So it's like bondage. So if that was a third party, you can't have a fresh start and still have this energy around you. And so I think this is why another reason why they're having these feelings of stress, confusion, and anxiety here. Because they do want to move forward. So they're being enlightened by the universe about, in order for them to move forward, to have a fresh start, especially with you, they can't have that toxic energy. But they're never going to have a conventional, loving, trusting relationship if they're going to keep this energy around. So whatever it is has to go. You see the Devil waving goodbye? This energy has to go. Not Capricorn. Just the energy of this card. Wow. Let's take out the second half of this reading. What else do they need to know? Universe. What else does Capricorn need to know? There you are, Capricorn, right there. What else does Capricorn need to know? All right. So, up here in your highest energy, there you are. King of Pentacles, male or female. Earth energy. Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. But this is your reading. This is up in your highest energy. This is you. You're looking at the pentacle. This is, you need security. See, remember, you got the truth about the stability, the security, the commitment, if there's ever could be any in the future. You did. You sought the truth. You got your truth. Your eyes are on the pentacle. You're not going to settle for a relationship that cannot offer stability and security. You're just not going to. You don't have to, and you're not going to. So next to the King of Pentacles is the Sun. That's a wonderful, beautiful new beginning here. This is like winter turning to spring, you know. This is joy. This is love. This is new beginnings. So, I wonder if someone else is coming in, or if you're doing a new beginning on your own and finding your own stability, or if this person is coming back to offer it. So I just need to read on. We have the Ace of Swords up here in your highest energy. There's that sword again. Truth and clarity. You know, truth and clarity can be more powerful than just about anything else out there, because it gives you a basis in order to make decisions going forward in your life. Without truth and clarity, you're kind of like just grasping at straws on what direction to go. With your truth and clarity is very helpful. So it looks like you have this fresh start, new beginning, because of the truth and the clarity that you received. And you spoke too. You also spoke your truth and clarity. Under the King of Pentacles, in your energy, is a Justice card. This is the card for Libra. Libra might be strong in your chart or someone else's around this reading. Again, the sword is up. You got 3, 1, 2, 3 swords up. And this is self-protection mode. This is all about getting your scales rebalanced in life. This is self-justice. So I'm starting to feel more like you're moving forward on your own, with your own stability, your own security, and you're going to just have a joyful new beginning out there in life, just enjoying life as it is. But your sword is up. You've released yourself from this bondage that you were into, not into, so to speak, but you were bound to through them, which you didn't want to be. So your self-justice here is rebalancing those scales in your life and having your sword up, not letting it happen again. And knowing you have the power to create your own stability and security. That Justice card is right next to the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands is right under your new beginning. So you have the whole world in your hands. And you're looking out there, just like the 3, not just like it, but see, you have the 3 and the 2 of Wands. Looking out over the world. Looking for your ship to come in. Well, you have the whole world. This is all part of your happiness and joy, as you kind of like regain your whole world back. And you're patiently just kind of standing there, not really moving in any direction. I think you're just enjoying life as it is. That's what it looks like. And if something comes in, then something comes in. You're open to it. You are open to the right person coming into your life. You're looking away from the 7 of Swords. Now, under the Ace of Swords, 2 is the 7 of Swords. Sneaky behavior. Lies, cheating, stealing, just rumors, something deceitful half-truths. It could even be a bunch of half-truths instead of flat-out lies. Who knows? But it's unwanted energy, and this was in your life. Well, you got the truth of it. You know the truth. Now you're able to move on, and now you're able to start having fun in life again. So that's what it looks like here. So now we're into their energy, the Emperor. So next to the Hangman, close to it, card of enlightenment for them. The Emperor is someone who is stubborn, someone who is kind of like my way or the highway. They're fixed-minded. It's like their ideas are the only ideas in the world, okay? So it's really hard to change their mind once their mind is made up. They sit on that granite throne. They like things to be their idea. But they're very well liked and well respected by others. A lot of times they could be a leader in their profession of some sort. Whatever their profession is, they may be, some type of a leader. It's under the Justice card. So they're trying to get rebalanced. They're trying to hold on. They're trying to hold on to maintaining this power of the Emperor. It can be narcissistic. But they're trying to hold on to that because they have these other feelings going on over here of now they're confused. They're feeling more like maybe they want a fresh start in their life too, but they're anxious, confused, stressed. This King of Wands is right under the Devil card, so they kind of want a fresh start, new beginning, but the Hangman is pointing out, well, wait a minute, you need to release this toxic energy if you want a fresh start and new beginning. So, on the other hand, okay, they see, let me show you the difference here. Okay, we have the King of Wands. King of Wands looks like they're getting ready to get up and go, right? To move forward. They got one hand on the hip, like they're going to get up with their wand. The Emperor, they're glued to that throne. They are heavy. They're on a granite throne here. And I think they're trying to maintain that facade of, the image they have of themselves, the image they project to others, and not be, they don't want to be swayed by anybody. They just want to sit on the throne and do whatever they darn well please. At the same time, they are looking at spilled cups. Now, this might be why or how they got to be the Emperor in the first place. I don't know. But they're looking at kicked over cups of love, the spilled cups. That this is a card of hope. So, it's not like they're going to be like this forever. All they have to do is turn around and see the two full cups. Then they can see themselves in a different light. They can move forward and actually offer love. See, those cups don't have anything else in them. The Page of Cups does. It has a fish. So, this is under that Two of Wands. They are, it's like they know they have the whole world available to them and in their hands, but they're very hesitant on moving towards love. Very hesitant. It might be from past experiences or just that they like living the life they're living now. I have the Queen of Cups, though, and that is right next to the Five of Cups. This is right under the Seven of Swords. The Queen of Cups, male or female, this could be water, Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer, might be strong in their chart or in yours. But, the main thing about this is the cup. And, these are emotional waters down here. They're swirling around the Queen's feet. And she holds on to the only cup in the deck that has a lid on it. That lid has tiny windows all the way around. So they're confused about love. See, that's part of their stress, the part of their confusion over here. They're really not sure what it's supposed to look like or feel like. And so, they're questioning their own feelings by looking into that cup. And they're trying to get the answers by peeking in those windows to all their love questions. I think they've been disappointed in love. And it feels like this breakup has kind of brought up some past memories. And, you know, on one hand, they want to move forward in a new light, in a different way, for a fresh start without the devil energy. And on the other hand, they're just like, I'm not getting that. They're stubborn and they don't want to move forward towards love because their cups get kicked over. So they have they have issues with love right here. And they are trying to figure it out. They know they've been sneaky about love. They know they've been like running in and out of lives. They've been lying. They've been, you know, not treating love well. So I would say, Capricorns, that what they're thinking is that they're confused about whether or not they want to live the clean life as far as love goes, or if they just want to continue to hold back their love and make sure they don't have love. See, it's almost like they're making sure, oh, I'm not going to love anybody. No way, because I know what happens. My cups get kicked over. But on the other hand, they are, that's why we have the Five of Wands in their highest energy, okay? They're confused. They really do not know what to do with love. So Capricorns, it looks like you'll be good. You're going to be okay. You're going to get balanced. You're going to have joy. You have lots of joy ahead of you. They're kind of like on a teeter-totter here. They're really not sure what's best for them at this point in their life. So that was your reading, Capricorns, and thank you for watching Universal Guidance.